I'm Tiffany Turner, and I co-own Adrift Hotel and Inn at Discovery Coast in Long Beach.
How do you define success?
Success is a pretty loaded word. I define success as happiness, as creating meaning out of life for myself and for those I care about, and probably for the world as a whole. Success is making sure that I'm not selfish, but that I'm also enjoying life. I think that success is different for every person, but that's what it means to me.
Where did your inspiration come from?
I get my inspiration from people. I get my inspiration from my family, from many of my friends, and from people that I meet on a daily basis. I look for inspiration in all of the people around me.
How did you move from idea to something actually succeeding in the market?
That is probably a better question for my husband and business partner, but I will give it a go. It took a lot of time and a lot of thought, working with the idea, massaging the idea to really get the kinks out, throwing the idea to other people, seeing what people thought, a lot of feedback, positive and negative, and then a lot of change in what the idea was to begin with, a lot of market research and market analysis, and then a lot of sales pitches.
How did you organize your team?
Team is definitely the way that we view business. As employers, we like our employees to feel like we're all part of the same team. So we look for people who are willing to cooperate, to really buy into the business as a whole, and for people who are excited about our idea, for people who are inspired or people who inspire us. We try and bring them in the folds, and then a lot of encouragement, a lot of fun, keeping life fun and work fun is really important. So,
If you could have, what would you have done differently?
well, I think that we've made many adjustments throughout owning businesses. Some of them have been successful, some of them haven't. Definitely bringing more businesses into the fold in an attempt to create a resort atmosphere is something we would like to do in the future. Initially, when we built the inn, we built a house on site that we planned to live in, and that definitely didn't work. Being that close to the business was detrimental to ourselves personally as well as the business. But typically when we see something that we would like to do differently, we try and make that change pretty quickly. Typically it's better for our business as a whole and oftentimes for ourselves. So
What makes a great entrepreneur?
I definitely think somebody who believes in themselves is probably the most important piece of being an entrepreneur, but also doing something that you're passionate about. So if you're passionate about your business, then you'll be successful at it. If you're passionate about doing what you love, then you'll do a great job. But I definitely think that it's something that comes from within. I think a lot of people make good entrepreneurs, but if you're going to be a great entrepreneur, it has to come from inside you.
What role did education have in your success?
Education is fundamentally, I believe, one of the most important aspects of society as a whole and as our success as entrepreneurs. The educational system, both K through 12 and collegiate, played an extremely important role in our success as business owners. I also believe that learning is a lifelong process, and it does not only happen within the walls of a school building, and it's something that we as individuals have to continue to do throughout our lives to make us successful not only in business but in life in general.
Finally, what is the most important question we did not ask you and your answer?
I would say the most important question that I wasn't asked was, what is my role as an entrepreneur's role in my community and society as a whole? And I truly believe that individuals, whether entrepreneurial or not, have a greater role in society, but definitely as an entrepreneur, we have the ability to get involved in our community and to not only market our community, but help our communities become more cohesive and work together, and an interesting perspective to bring to society as a whole. And we need to use that perspective in strengthening our communities and our society.